Hi there, I'm Becky Hammond and welcome back to Isogo TV. I want to help you take your greatest strengths and apply them to your everyday work and your everyday life. Today is our question day. It's Q&A day. This is episode 8. This is about people who see their strengths and they look at them and they say, man, people have told me that these are not strengths. What's up with that? We're going to explore that today. So one of the things that I sometimes hear, actually often hear, from people after they get their StrengthsFinder results back, they look at some of them and they say, I've always been told that these things are not strengths. That when I've used these, maybe as a kid, they are bad. In particular, I hear this a lot around competition, around command, and around self-assurance. Competition, for example, I was working with a manager who has been very successful in running and starting her own business. She now has several different business lines and people who report directly to her. And we were doing a team training with her, and she just was almost a little depressed about the fact that people have said competition is bad. But what I could obviously see is that for her, it was really a part of her success. It was a driver. It was looking at other people and comparing yourself and wanting to get to that next great point. But when she would play a game with her neighbors, they would say, nah, you're too competitive. I don't want to play with you. Whoa. That feels like they're telling me this isn't a strength. So there's a couple things that are going on here. So one of them is a cultural bias. For example, 28% of the population has achiever in their top 5 talent themes. So it's natural that our culture has kind of evolved to appreciate to-do lists and stamina and drive and the energy to push through and get things done. On the other hand, competition only shows up 11% of the population who have taken the StrengthsFinder assessment in their top 5. And self-assurance and command are even less. And so there's more room for misunderstanding when people don't have that same filter of the world. It's not valued in the same way. Then the other thing that could be going on is, and especially if this is something that you started noticing in childhood, is that it could be just a raw use of the strength. I mean, that showed up even for me. I have competition number 6, and the other day we were playing a board game with the family, and it really almost came to blows between my husband and I because maybe I used that incorrectly. Maybe I used it in a relationship setting when I shouldn't have. And so there's this concept of making sure that when we are developing a strength, we're developing it into a mature state that really can lead to success and not get in our way or in the way of somebody else. So there's a relearning process sometimes. Part of the relearning is, yes, this is a strength. I need to maybe figure out how to communicate it to people so that people who don't have it or are not familiar with it can see it as a strength. And then there's maybe a relearning process in bringing it from a raw state to a mature state. From taking it at too high of a volume to having it at an appropriate volume for the appropriate context. So they are strengths. And the StrengthsFinder points that out. And I hope that on your journey, you can discover that how they can help you get to your ultimate place of success. So that was your Q and my A. I would love to know, did I answer your question? Do you have any other insights or ideas or comments? If you do, let's continue to make Isogo TV a place where we can connect about it. Head on over to the blog at isogostrong.com or over to the YouTube channel and leave a comment there. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you here every week with me. I want the word about strengths to get out to the world, to eliminate that hate and strife in our workplace and at home, and get the message about strengths out to people so that they can get to their ultimate place of success. So spread the word in your own circles, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, the person next to you. I would love for us all to be a community here. If you like this, head on over to iTunes and leave a review because that'll help get the word out too. But really, most of all, I'm glad that you're here with me, and I hope that you join me next week on Isogo TV.